Today's video is a full-length tutorial on how I do my makeup. Everything I do, all my tips and tricks. Like there's tips and tricks on these lips. My lips are naturally not this shape. But when I do this with makeup and lip liner and all the things, I have a perfect pout. I love it. We've got some contouring going on, but not too much. I don't want to look like a teenager, but I do want to look my best. I like to start with my hair pulled back if possible. I've already done my skincare. I have all my moisturizers on. I'm going to start with my MAKIAGE face primer. This is a pore minimizing primer. I adore it. I have a lot of large pores right here and it makes them invisible. Next, I use my eye primer because I have oily eyelids and eye makeup tends to disappear if I do not use a primer. This is Urban Decay Anti-Aging, but I used to use Mary Kay. There's a lot of good ones out there. You just have to find which one works best for you. This is the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Foundation. I use this in a very light shade for under my eyes to make that lighter and brighter. Oop, that's about to drip. I don't like concealer. It just doesn't sit right on my skin for under my eyes. So I started doing this instead and I love it. I take the Lisa Eldridge foundation brush and just tap this in. Once that's finished, I take the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin in my skin color. I pump 2 pumps on my hand. And now I'm just going to put this on. I find tapping it in is it gets the best results for me. I want some coverage and I want it to look seamless. My nose is weird and it doesn't like a lot of foundation. It can wear a little bit. If I do too much, it immediately starts looking cakey. It's so bizarre. And you definitely want to put makeup on around your lips because it will help your lipstick stay in place better and longer. Now where I have the enlarged pores, if I overwork that, I can make them show up. So I'm just very easy and gentle where my large pores are. I have a little, like it looks like a little too much right there. I'm just gonna touch that with my little blender. This is my e.l.f. Glow Wand. I love this. I think it's in the lightest color you can get it in, fair. So I have lighter skin. I'm gonna do a dot here and a dot here, and then I'm gonna, well, I'll go ahead. Dot here, dot here. And I like to, as I do with my foundation, I like to tap to blend. I just get better results with that. Do what works best for you. I love the look of contour, but I don't want it to be too heavy. I don't want it to be like, oh look, she contoured. I want it to look natural. Some days are better than others. And then I take whatever's left on my brush and just come down here and give myself some contour. Now do the other side. Again, I'm just tapping this in. Also trying to blend on purpose. You know, if I need to kind of do a brush stroke. You don't want to carry this down. You want this area to be lighter. Now you just take this right down along your already. I have like a little contour line right there, so it makes it very easy. And now do this cheek or jawline. Okay. Now I'm going to take just the little end here and just the littlest bit and do right here on the side of my nose. So you can't really tell that I did it. Everybody has different ways for doing this. That whole drawing the lines on the face, I'm scared. Hold me, I'm scared. I don't want to do that, so this is just what I do. And I have really sensitive skin, and this does not bother me at all. It makes me want to try their foundation. I'm like, what's happening in this little bottle? And it's so inexpensive. Once I've done that, next I will do my blush. I love this blush. My friend Stephanie told me about it. I was never a fan of liquid blushes till I discovered that. Then I just take my brush and just swirl it. And I love the look of this. I think it's really natural and pretty. And it always seems like I get more on this side than this side. Like, it's just a touch. And then sometimes I go like this. No sound effects needed. After the blush and the contour, after all the things that I've done so far, I take my skin enhancing mist and just spray this on liberally. I love it, and it feels so good. But this helps set your makeup, helps it stay. Sometimes I've had issues with that in the past. This is wonderful. I love it. It lasts forever. So while this is drying, because your skin is kind of wet while this is drying, I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I love this Benefit. It's called Precisely My Brow. It's got a spoolie on one end and then the little pencil tip on the other. And now I'm just going to comb them up, see what's happening, and then fill them in. And I do like an outline underneath and an outline on top, and then just sort of color that in, following the natural shape that I have going on. And the cool thing about this pencil is that you can draw it on where it looks like little pencil strokes. And if you need to erase anything, the spoolie acts as your eraser. So there's one eyebrow compared to that. Big difference. So now I'll take this one, do the same thing. I'm just coming in underneath, lightly. Filling that in a little. Now I'm doing this top outline. Looks a little harsh. Let's erase it. Let's soften that up. Look at that. Whoa, it's magic. Actually, I like it like that, so that worked out. And I'm just gonna comb this up, and there you go. And if you'll notice, this eyebrow is naturally lower than this one. Leave it like that. Nobody's face is actually symmetrical. We don't have symmetrical faces. And for me to adjust my eyebrows would mean I'd have to like pluck out part of my eyebrow to do that, and I am not willing, and nobody's gonna notice this but me and you. I like to use a clear brow gel to hold my brows in place because my hair will hit it and knock them around and they'll look crazy. This is the Anastasia clear brow gel. Okay, now I'm going to do my lips. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Glow Mineral pressed foundation just to give a little extra foundation to my lips. My lips like to have makeup on them. It really helps it to stay better for me. And then I'm not crazy about the natural shape of my lips, so I fake it out. I'm gonna take some concealer and a little stiff brush and just dab that in there. And as long as I don't eat anything crazy, I can just touch this up with a little lipstick and lip gloss during the day. And after I've put on the concealer, I'm gonna go in with my lip liner. Now I'm going to draw a Cupid's bow. Then look in the mirror, see if it's even, see what it's missing. It's still actually a little too far apart. Much better. There you go. Now I'm going to fill that in with lipstick. This is the Fresh Sugar Lip Treatment. I think it's in Peony. It feels good, it smells good, it doesn't taste like lipstick, which is super important to me. So this already looks great, but I'm going to top it off with a little Lisa Eldridge lip gloss. And I love my lips like this, and it will last. I mean, when I drink something, you know, the lip gloss comes off, but as long as I'm careful, I can keep this shape all day. Next up is the eyes. I'm going to start with this Morphe palette. Super affordable. It's like $22. I use the BK Beauty brushes. It's the ones for Angie Hot and Flashy. I don't like for my eyelid at this point to be too dark, so I take a nice light color and just brighten that up a little bit. I have hooded lids, so when I open my eyes, you can't see my eyelids because they're hidden back in there, and that's called hooded. So I get to do my makeup a little bit differently than if you don't have a hooded lid. I take this little A502, and you can use whichever colors you love. The more you play with it, the more you find colors that you love. So I'm kind of doing like a medium smoky gray here. And very lightly, I am not pushing this down as hard as it can go. These brushes pick up a lot of product, and whichever brushes you use, you don't have to use these. Go easy with it. You can always add more, but if you do too much on the first swipe, it's just about messed up. So go easy, go lightly, build this up. And I'm just doing this in the outer corner. Look in your, I've got a, you know, my magnifying mirror here, and then I've got my mirror behind us. Look in both, make sure everything is still looking good. I like to do a little heavier just right here in this corner. Now, because I have a hooded eye, I need to leave a lot of brightness in my inner corners to help it appear open. If I use too much dark color, especially on the lid, it's going to close it. But if I just have it on the outer corners, it's perfection. And you hear me, I'm dabbing the brush in the color, and then I tap it off to just tap off any loose shadow. And I keep coming back and I keep blending, just making sure I like it. I really love for my eyes to look airbrushed. I want you to not be able to tell how I did this. For it to just look so easy breezy. And you can even put a little shimmer down here if you want to. I'm not doing it right now. I go through phases. You know, we do things we like and we change it up. So I'm not doing any shimmer currently. Talking about it makes me think maybe today's a good day, but no, we can keep going. Now I'm going to use my teeny tiny brush. This is the A504 in that exact same color, and you just go right up under the eye. And now I like to take the same brush in a black, because I use black eyeliner, and I'm just tapping it in on this outer corner. And that's it for the eyeshadow. Quick and easy. I'm going to take my eyeliner. I love this Victoria Beckham. Makes me happy. So I'm going to take this and go thin on the inner, and I do not line the entire eye. I want my eyes to appear wide open. I see on TV and I see in magazines where they, you know, they do the inner waterline, they do all of it, but really that does close your eye up. And I'm not a superstar, and I want my eyes to be wide open. So then I come over here. I have a harder time with this eye for some reason than I do with the other eye. Usually this one's like totally not as well done. See how it's just rougher, but it's okay. It's fine. Nobody's paying attention like that. Okay, so I've got it thicker on the outer corners, and then it comes into thinner, and it's just about 3/4 of the way across. My eyeliner, because of the hooded eye, tends to transfer up top. So I'm going to take a little of this Laura Mercier setting powder. Any setting powder will do. And I'm going to take a little brush. This is the A505. And I'm just going to tap this on my liner and see if you can see that's a little white looking, but it's okay because this is actually translucent powder. Just take this A503 and brush that off. And now I'm going to come in and do my lower lash line. I just do a little bitty bit right under the lashes. A little heavier in the corner, just a tiny bit. This is such a delicate art. And then I take the smudge tip and I am just smudging that out and dragging it across my eye, but just about halfway. Not the full eye. I've noticed with the younger people that it's super in style to not even have eyeliner on underneath, but I need it and I like it. Okay, at this point, look for any fallout. I like to just use a big fluffy brush, make sure there's nothing under there that shouldn't be under there. Now you're going to take your lash curler and you're going to curl your lashes. And the reason you're going to curl your lashes is because it makes your eyelashes show up and gives you big Disney eyes. And that's what we want. We want big eyeballs. Have you ever noticed how Disney characters have big eyeballs? It's because large eyes are attractive. That's why I'm not trying to close my eye. I'm trying to open it. Plus I have a hooded eye, which makes it look more closed. There's that. This takes forever. Usually, I read a book while I'm doing this because it just takes a minute. So you're just going to curl your lashes. You want them to look great. Maybe mine are resistant to curl, so they take longer. It doesn't really make sense that they would be resistant, but whatevs. I'm just going to curl and curl and curl. Check it out. Looks pretty good. Let's curl it one more time. Make sure you got all those upper lashes in here. If it pinches your skin, you went in too close, just back off a smidge. The more you do this, the easier it gets. And just curl those lashes. And then start with your mascara. This is the Lisa Eldridge Kitten Lash Mascara. And I love it. It's my favorite. Mascara transfers really bad to my eyelid, and this one does not. I like to start on the lower lashes because then it gives you full wiggle room. Well, if you do the upper lashes first, then you have to be careful. Put mascara on the lower lashes because these lashes are wet. So just, I do all the things. I put mascara on the top, I wiggle it around, I might go in underneath. There are no rules. I use Babe Lash serum every night. You just paint it on like liquid eyeliner on the top of your eyelid. On your eyelid above your lash line. And that helps me to have nice long lashes. After you finished with your makeup, take a look in your mirror and it's further away and just see what you think. I feel like I could use a smidge more blush, so I'm gonna do that. Just a little bit. Yeah, that may be all I needed. And your last step is a little shimmer. I adore this shimmer. Yes, it's also from Lisa Eldridge. And it comes in with a big fat wand. I just wipe that off. I touch here, and I do here. It took me a while to figure out where I wanted to put my shimmer. Everybody puts it different places. So I do this across my cheeks. And I just tap it in because I don't want to rub off anything I put on. And then I carry it on up to my nose, and then my nose I'm just lightly blending, just tapping this in and then carrying it out to the cheeks. And once I'm done, I just feel like it looks fresh and fabulous. All right, so I shook my hair out, took it down, and here's my finished look. I love it. I love the makeup. It takes me 30 minutes to do my makeup. It does. I just allow for that because I love makeup. It makes me happy. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you will leave a comment, even if it's just a heart, that is super helpful. If you will click on one of my links down below, my Amazon links, just click on it. You don't even have to purchase anything. Follow me on LTK, on Instagram. I greatly appreciate that. And I'll see you next time.